I was just going to say, oh, it'd be terribly embarrassing if I'm wrong, but I think, hot off the press, Primus, which is the sort of governance or organisation of information, has today or yesterday, I mean, you probably knew about it months ago, decided that the content of the electronic health record will include, and must include, 70% of the electronic health records. So the letters question is about what people were writing in their letters 10 years ago, because I think the language now is very different than it was 10 years ago. And a lot of practices, as Amir have described, have found it, and we found it easier to go live and online, well, at least start electronically recording things at a certain point. But then, of course, what about all of that past stuff? Where on earth will the time come to put the written part of the past onto the electronic system? Now, if that's true, Primus has just said, well, you can't be paper light unless you have, which I think has actually got big repercussions, because there'll be lots of very interesting old letters in that.
Again, my experience on that is we didn't do anything different within the practice. As soon as we started scanning letters in, we scanned them in, and then when patients wanted access to records, they could. The vast majority of patients are happy with that because we have summarised all our records, so the old information that's been summarised is available. I've now got about 250 patients who are accessing their medical records online. I've had about 2 who said, actually, I'd like to see everything from when I was a child. And in those particular circumstances, because it's a staff member who are asking to scan everything in, we've said, well, if you pay the staff member to do that, we can scan it all in for you. But Alan's quite right, we have to scan everything in, that'd be a huge